Okay, well, hats off to UCLA and Coach Kelly. They did a nice job. That's a really good football team. All three phases, extremely sound. And, I was proud of our guys, the way they fought. We talked about, over the bye week of making sure we're trying to flip our turnover margin and make sure we're protecting the football better and getting the ball back on defense. Unfortunately, we're not able to do that tonight. Losing 2-0 in the turnover battle there. And, ultimately, I think that was a big difference. We don't turn the ball over there. We finish some drives, put some more points on the board. And then, of course, if we're able to get some more takeaways, less points for them. But proud of the guys, how they fought. And we're right there. But we have to keep pushing. We have to keep working. We got to keep growing. We got to keep developing. And we got to stay united and go back to work tomorrow. Questions?
Jimmy, just mentioning the turnover situation, with Dylan throwing a couple picks, do you think you need to consider a change at quarterback?
Not at this point, no, I do not. We got to go back and watch the film and see exactly how it went down. And so, there's always. We're not going to play perfect, but we got to see how our protection was. We got to see how the route was. I mean, interceptions aren't always on the quarterback. And so just knee-jerk reaction, go, the interception's on the quarterback. Sometimes it can be on the protection and a guy's in his face and he's not able to step into the throw. And sometimes it's on the pass catcher going up for the football or whatever it may be. So, we'll continue to take a look at all that.
There's been a couple opportunities for him on deeper throws where he's underthrown it, maybe hasn't led the receiver enough. Is that something you guys have seen in practice? Does he convert those plays more regularly? Has that been a concern?
No, it hasn't been a concern. We've seen, I just showed a bunch of plays over the bye week of him throwing dimes for touchdowns and, against our defense and against our starting defense and against our scout team. And so that hasn't been an issue whatsoever.
Jimmy, did the tackling concern you tonight? It looked like you guys were in position a lot, but we're bringing the guys down. Yeah,
there was some tackling for sure, and give those guys some credit. They got good running backs. They have a good quarterback who's extremely elusive, and but we definitely got to tackle better. We got to swarm better. There's no question. We give up over 200 yards. We got to clean some stuff up.
You guys have stopped the run here for a lot of years, and to struggle in that department, how frustrating is that for you as a defensive coach, knowing what this program does?
Yeah. There's a few teams here that have leaned on the run game and haven't thrown it very much. When they run the ball, obviously more, they're going to get some more yards, and that's been the case here for a few of our games. But we definitely got to be better. We got to be way better, and it starts with us coaches making sure we put these guys in good position to stop the run. And it's the nature also of our conference and some of the teams that we're playing and how they're changing what they're doing. Offenses are evolving, and we entered the conference in 2014. It was a lot of spread and a lot of pass, and you guys see it if you're watching. There's a lot more runs going on across the whole conference. Teams are becoming more run based, and you're seeing a lot of teams giving up more rushing yards, and so we got to be better at it. We got to make sure we're tackling better, and then also make sure we're putting our guys in position to slow it down.
Are you surprised you're losing both sides of the
start over? Sorry about that.
Are you surprised you were losing the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball?
No, I wouldn't say that. No, what I want us to be better at is taking care of the football and getting the ball back. I think we were able to move the ball well offensively, and then we had a few drives stopped because of turnovers. Yeah, I know we're gonna score more points if we don't turn that ball over there. We're playing some really good teams. There's good teams in this conference, and it goes back and forth. We're dominating the line of scrimmage, and they dominate the line of scrimmage. And these are all have been slugfest, and I'm sure they're going to continue to be slugfests as we go out throughout the conference. You look at these first three games; they could have gone either way. Just like our Cal game could have gone either way. The Oregon State game could have gone either way, and then just tonight could have gone either way. And it's a slugfest going back and forth. And I think it's going to be like that, and it's been like that in the whole conference. And so it's a tough fight. I'm proud of our guys. They know they're close. We just got to get back to work.
You mentioned the evolution of the offenses and the conference is kind of a long-term thing. Do you think that the defense adjustment is also going to be a long-term thing, or is that something that you guys can do in the short term?
No, I don't think it's a long-term thing. No, I don't think so at all. No, you just see the nature of our conference changing, and really college football and college football. I mean, it's changing, and we've known it's been changing. You're just not seeing the completely wide open, spread open attacks very much. You're seeing more of a run-based offense. And so as defensive coaches, we always have to react because we have to be able to deploy what the offense is trying to do to us. And we got to do a better job, obviously.
Changes start on defense.
Where do those changes start? Well, I'm not going to get into exact schematics and announce it to the world, but it starts with us coaches making sure we're putting our guys in better position.
Touchdown on fourth down on the goal line. What did you see? Did the officials say anything to you on that?
Their touchdown on the 4th and 1. Yeah, they had mentioned that they were just talking through the mechanics of how they called the play down. And no one called it a touchdown right away, and then they ran in there and they conversed and said that he went across the line. Of course, from my view, I thought he got stopped and his momentum stopped and he was short, but they called it a touchdown.
After that second interception by Dylan, you guys came out still with 2 high safeties, 15 yards deep. At what point do you make a change and bring somebody down into the box to stop the run?
They start off like that, and then they rotate down.
Getting ZTF back, what was kind of the plan on how best to integrate him, obviously, with him not playing football, for 6 months?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we wanted to be of course, everything's always the best interest in the health of our players. And so coming back from such a devastating injury like that, we had a plan with the trainers, the doctors, with him, how he was feeling. It was going to be limited reps. There was no way we're going to send him out there and just play, 80, 100 snaps. Of course, we would love to see him play that much because he did make a difference while he was out there. But we had a plan to keep it very, very limited. And thankfully, he came out of the game healthy. And he'll come back and get stronger and more healthy as another week goes by. And I can see here moving forward, every game, he'll get more and more and more reps.
A lot this season about needing to put guys in better position to be successful. Do you think you have the right staff in place to make that happen?
Yes.
In the first half, Kamari had 2 carries, and then in the second he had 7. Was that the plan all along, or what was the decision behind that?
We rotate our backs, and so our plan is always to rotate those guys. Sean had a bunch of carries, and we want to get somebody fresh in there, and it looks like it worked there for a little while. Still wasn't enough, but we always want a fresh running back going out there.
54-yard field goal at the end of the half. Did you guys think about maybe putting in someone back to possibly return?
We didn't. So that was an interesting one there. We were actually ready for any and everything on that. We thought there might be a fake right there, so I was more worried about a fake than actually trying to return it. And that's where our head was at that time.
Jimmy, that first touchdown was kind of controversial when your reaction to it when they scored, looked like maybe he didn't get in or not. I saw your facial reaction. It didn't seem like you liked the call. Can you take us through that and what you saw?
Is that the 4th down one that Kim asked about? Yeah, of course, I'm off. I don't have the angle they have, but, both sideline guys didn't call it a touchdown. And then, they go in there. We thought he got stopped short, but they called it a touchdown. So I don't, they must have saw video evidence. We don't have the video evidence there on the field. But I felt like he was stopped short, but I'm sure once, we'll go back and watch the video, and if he crossed the goal line, then it was a touchdown. I was hoping that he was short.
That same play, normally when you're in a scrum like that, they call him down because of stop before progress.
Correct.
Did they tell you it was stop before progress?
I know. Well, no, they didn't tell me that.
They did blow a whistle.
What's that?
They did blow a whistle. And he's not down.
Yeah, you guys fight the case for me. That's what I mean. I don't know. I felt like he was short as well. They said they looked at it and he went across the goal line. So I don't. There's nothing we can't control that. We were there fighting and scrapping. We've had a goal line stand before, this year already. I thought that was going to be another one, but they called it a touchdown.
All right.